All right, Schlockmeister fans, we're going to watch The Girls of Don Juan. Let's check it out. Meet Jerry. This is our Don Juan. He's engaged to somebody named Francis.
You won the big prize, mister, in the sales pitch contest, organized by Radio Plus.
They picked me? What's my big prize?
It's me.
This woman's about to strip and present herself to him as a prize.
Was a safari in Kenya.
So he takes her to bed. When he's not cheating on his fiancée, he's selling cars.
This man has an appointment. He's been waiting for you since 9 o'clock.
Ah, yes, you phoned me yesterday about your Chrysler. Isn't easy to sell a car like that. That's normal, though. People prefer the economy car. Traffic's one reason, and big cars burn too much gas.
He sells the car and makes $1,000 because he resells it to somebody else. I'm sorry.
Your business is nothing but
He bought the car and resold it.
Finally, I've said it. For ages, I've despised your eagerness, but today's been too sordid.
Very amusing, Suzette. But may I remind you that since you work for me, you're an accomplice to my evilness.
I know it, and I feel positively ashamed of it. You're indecent, and I can't stand being employed by someone like you, so get yourself someone else. I'm fed up, and don't forget to mail me my last check.
Here we hear about his fiancée.
You know what this is?
A circle that didn't make it.
Oh, he's got all the answers down.
You're forgetting about Francis.
Francis?
My God, your fiancée.
Oh, she's fine. She plans to come to Paris.
What month?
No, he picks up another lady on the way home, and then he discovers that that prize is still in bed.
What do we do? We have an idea?
Let's dive in and join her. Looks like a big bed.
There's plenty of room.
The three of them have some fun then.
Both charming. I like you. We're going to be good friends and the best of buddies. But you gotta leave. And I'll phone you both very soon. Here, have one of my cards. Huh?
Besides, we're two.
The girls are still there when he comes home.
God, are you two still here?
Oh, Jerry, my angel. Say you won't abandon us. Please don't send us away. We're homeless kittens.
All right.
They all go at it again. Then his parents come to visit and they catch him in the act.
Miserable, that's you're in good for nothing.
And in the apartment of my poor mother, we're dishonored.
Outrageous, but we'll correct that quickly. We're taking back the apartment. Come on, my dear, we should go. We've seen far too much.
Here we meet Francis.
I had to put you in a hotel. My parents took back the apartment to remodel the place. The painters came in this morning. Do you mind?
No, any place is fine. You know, all that counts for me is that we're together.
The girls are still staying in his apartment and they practice kissing on each other when Jerry isn't there. Joke portion of our film.
Excuse me, sir. Could you tell me where the sidewalk across the street is, please?
Well, it's over there.
You're a damn liar. I was over there, and they told me that it was over here.
Please, my Judies, you've got to be serious. My parents want the apartment back, which means you can't stay here.
Okay, Willie. But you're gonna regret it. And tonight you'll find yourself all alone. What sadness.
How do I get rid of that fellow?
The girls take a bath together and try to come up with a way to stay.
Jerry has to move out too. How do I get around, huh? I mean, pretend it's broken and put on a plaster cast. Jerry's not mean enough to dump us. Come.
Oh, you didn't just happen by to play the jealous sweetheart.
No, it wasn't for that. I'm here on business to ask about an apartment to rent. Something suitable for a man I know.
For Jerry, that Don Juan who was taking you from me, no, I've nothing at all to rent that guy. My clients ask for references, and I'll bet his are real corkers. No, I'm not about to help out.
Why has my motormaster abandoned?
It's hard to describe these two. This is a guy that he's renting an apartment from now.
Miss, pardon me, but you see, I thought my wife and my clothes might be up here. You haven't seen them by
And this is
chance,
a
have you?
weirdo in the
I live
attic.
in this attic in profound solitude. Only gods may come here to visit.
Monica went and slid on your goddamn stairs.
That was smart.
So they put a cast on her leg and she's pretending to have a broken leg.
I'll have to throw you out.
Expect my lawyer tomorrow morning. How can you be so heartless? SS, ingrate, fascist, faggot, egocentric. You didn't even a fucking flunky. You throw out your own mother to pump away at any guy you drag here. Seems in such cases
Believe it or not, he eventually does sleep with his
Honey, imagine what
fiancée.
my parents would say if I brought you to the altar pregnant. No, we'd have an abortion.
Oh, no abortion. No, sirree, I don't want to have it.
The girls are having a ball at Jerry's apartment.
When we're dancing cheek to cheek.
Excuse me for dropping in, but why am I apologizing?
So he leaves the girls at his old place and brings a new lady to his new place.
In honor of the new apartment. tried lots of times, but I got buzz.
His fiancée, Frances.
You must think I'm a fool. Forgot about the picking me up.
This burgundy is pretty good, don't you think?
Stop all
Pick
this
up, dear.
nonsense. You're impossible. If it's this way now, what's it gonna be like after the wedding?
Pardon me, sir. Could you tell me where the sidewalk across the street is, please?
Right here.
I suppose you think you're pretty smart.
When her friend is starting to sleep with Jerry, she decides to join. Well, one of the girls decides to tell on the other by telling the husband that she's been here.
Juliet, the bathroom's free. I haven't time right now.
So you're the prick who stole my woman from me. You're gonna regret that mistake. After I finish beating the shit out of you, you'll think twice before you run off with another man's woman.
And the jealous husband goes to retrieve her.
Right away, and you're gonna pay for it. Come here, Monica. Come here. We're going home. This time you'll stay. To hell with Jerry Pillar. You run away again, I'll kill him.
Alfred, nice to hear
Meanwhile, all the other guys are getting jealous of this Jerry, so they decide to put all of his women in the same place at the same time.
With his new apartment. He said he wants you to be there at 5 o'clock, okay?
5 o'clock? Never mentioned another apartment.
Well, I just found it. I'll give you the address.
It's funny he asked you to call me.
So all of his ladies meet up at the same place.
May I help you, ladies?
Yeah, I'm looking for Jerry Pillard.
Mind telling me why?
He told me to be here this afternoon, that's why. But me too, I was told 5 o'clock. I'm his fiancé.
What? You must be joking.
What makes you think so?
This leads to a big cat fight. And then to an attack on Jerry himself.
Came by at the right
Eventually he's able to shoo all of them out.
Thanks a lot. Now get the hell out of here. Go on and take your broad with you. Get out.
Our film ends with him getting a large package delivered.
No. This is where I came in.
All right. The Girls of Don Juan. What is this movie? Well, it's a private screenings movie, and in an effort to upgrade all of my tapes to DVD, I was trying to track this one down. I thought it was a movie called on DVD called The World's Best Whorehouse for Women, which I purchased and I reviewed, but it's a different movie. Same director, same stars, cast, but it's a completely different movie. In fact, even on IMDb for this movie, they show a picture of that movie, and it's wrong, a picture of the box. But anyway, I was able to find out that this movie did have a DVD release, but it's a foreign release only under the foreign French title, I think it is. So I ended up burning a copy of my private screenings VHS tape and making some homemade box art. That's actually what the poster looks like, the original poster, and then retitling it Girls of Don Juan. But anyway, the movie itself, it's about this guy named Jerry, who he's engaged to this woman named Frances. But that doesn't stop him from sleeping around. He's a car salesman, but he sleeps around with everybody he can. These two women he picks up, and they come to his place, and it almost kind of reminds me of the movie Death Game, which I reviewed maybe a month or so ago. Another one right after it, Teenage Romance, I think it was called, where they don't want to leave. He ends up having a threesomes with them. He stays with them for a few days. He tells them he's got to leave, but they don't leave. They stay there, It's not quite as sinister as Death Game, but they refuse to leave. One of them pretends to have a broken leg at one point, so they have to stay. He basically puts up with it until his parents come. It's like his parents' apartment, or they own it. But so they say they're going to kick him out of there, so he has to find a new place, and he does. He leaves the two girls behind at the old place, but he does come back periodically to sleep with them. At one point, he does actually sleep with his fiancée too, but he sleeps around with these other women as well. He just goes around and around and around. Meanwhile, all the other guys in the neighborhood are getting jealous because all the women are going for him. He's a Don Juan type. So they hatch a plan. Hey, let's get all the women together, all of his mistresses and his fiancée all together in one room, and then see what happens, see the fireworks. Well, they do that. There's only 3 women, and I don't think either one of the two were the 2 women. But anyway, they get them together, and they start to beat up Jerry, and then he shoos them all out of his apartment, so he's alone. And then the next day he wakes up because there's a knock at the door, and there's a great big package that was delivered, and inside that package, of course, is 3 women. They burst out, and they drag him to bed, and that's kind of how our movie ends. What a silly, silly film. What it says here is Giles is engaged. Jerry is what they call him in the movie. But he doesn't let that get in the way of having several affairs at the same time. His friends, jealous to see that no woman seems to resist his overwhelming charm, will hatch a plan to ensure that all of his mistresses meet in the same place at the same time moment along with his fiancée. There you go. Girls of Don Juan. Well, what can you say about this movie? It's full of nudity. A couple of pretty risque scenes, actually, if you ask me. Other than that, it's not a great film by any means. It's not overly silly. It's, it is silly, but not silly fun. It's just silly dumb. But again, you don't watch these movies just for the plots. You watch them for the naked ladies, and it delivers. What more can you ask? Without a full frontal nudity, I think there was a penis from Jerry in this movie, too. I'm trying to figure out what that box represents, but whatever. Anyway, that's it. Girls of Don Juan. If it's on Amazon in some way, shape, or form, I'll put a link to it down below there. It's a rare one, that's for sure, but I'm glad I got it. So there you go. Anybody else seen this movie? I know nobody else has seen this movie but me. Check it out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about The Girls of Don Juan, otherwise known as Line Up and Lay Down, I think was an alternate title also. Maybe that was like a UK title. I don't know. Check it out. Leave some comments. Watch it. Bye.